everybody, my name is Kadian and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to talk about Black Panther today.
Watch me do my I
hope you're ready, bro, because I'm just getting started.
And one character I want to start talking about first is the villain. OMG, you guys. Oh my god, is it just me? Is it just me? Or was Michael B. Jordan like the best villain in the world? He played the part so freaking well, and I have to say I have never watched any of his movies. I mean, he came in that boxing movie, that Rocky style movie, didn't watch it. He came in some other movies, didn't watch them either. I'm perfectly aware of who he is and movies that he came in, but I'm just not like intrigued to watch those movies or to watch him. Like, sometimes there will be actors and actresses that I like and I'll watch movies because I like them, but I didn't have any particular feelings about him or about the movies that he came in, so it was like, whatever. Yeah, but I was aware of who he is, but I didn't have any like special feelings or emotions about his acting abilities until Black Panther, because I saw him play out this villain and he was really good. I'm like, damn son. Now I have to go watch the other movies that he came in to see if it was actually good in those movies too, or he's just like good in this one. I don't know. But we're not talking about Michael B. Jordan right now. What I want to talk about is like the character that they created in Black Panther, this villain, Killmonger. Was it Eric Killmonger? Whatever his name is. Killmonger. Like, I don't think I've ever liked a villain in my life, because the idea behind villains is not to like them, it's to hate them. But this is a villain that, I mean, there are villains that you love to hate, but he wasn't necessarily one that I love to hate. I wanted to like him. I liked him. I knew he was bad, but I was like, is he bad? Because I kind of like him right now, but it is. I'm bad. So yeah, as I said, I can appreciate how amazing Killmonger is, or Killmonger was in this movie. My heart broke for this villain. This is a true embodiment of a villain believing he's a hero, believing that he's doing something good for the betterment of people. As a writer, this is something that I can appreciate fully and wholly, because it's really hard to create such a well-rounded villain that is complex and complicated, that you like and you can realize that they're wrong, but you can still like them because you understand where they're coming from. Let's start with this. So this villain, his villain story is so sad and it's so heartbreaking and so heart-wrenching. It's just like, you feel for him even more than you can feel for Black Panther. You feel for him because he was put in a situation. He wasn't born bad, he wasn't born evil. He was put in a situation that had nothing to do with him or his choices. He was wronged, then he was left alone as a child and left to come up with his own ideas and ideals of what happened and how to cope with this. Can you just imagine a child having to lose a family member, probably the only one he has or known, because I don't even know what the mother is, but the only one he has or known, and then not just to be like, oh, your father is gone, but to see him there dead and figuring out like what happened, like as a child coming up with that idea, what happened, he's dead now. Like, what? Do you know how traumatized I would be? Like, lesser things have traumatized me than that. I would be so freaking traumatized. So now he has to live, I can only imagine, a difficult, painful life growing up in this sort of ghetto, I don't know if that's what you call it, area, but it's like a really bad neighborhood. I'm sure the influences that he's had is not going to be the best influences, so he's going to have a very difficult upbringing now. And really, you sympathize with him, not just because of his loss, not just because everything that's happened to him and the pain he has gone through has nothing to do with him or what he has done, but the decisions that other people have made that has affected him. Not only because of all of that, but also because at the end of it, at the core and the heart of all of it, all he wants is to fulfill the promise his father made to him, because his father told him about this a wonderful place called Wakanda where he's from, and that one day he's going to take him there, he's going to show him Wakanda, he's going to show him the beautiful sunset of Wakanda. And I think in his mind as a child, he didn't believe it, he didn't think it was true until everything happened. And then you see the flashback of him finding the books and the coordinates and the this and the that and whatever, and I guess he pieced it together, I guess he figured it out, and he's pretty much been working his entire life after finding that out. Entire life, everything he has done from that point on was to find a way to get to Wakanda and find a way to get to the throne that he rightfully deserves. If you don't tell me that's like heartbreaking, that's I don't know what is. Because if this wasn't a villain story, this could have been a freaking perfect hero story. Can you imagine? Hero that was wrong, parents died, grew up like, you know, in this sort of harsh world, finding out that they're like a hero or possible hero with powers or king of another world, and then trying to get there without no help. Like, that would be like a really good like origin story of a hero, and he's not a hero, he's a villain, but it's a great ass story either way, and you can understand his point of view, and he makes complete sense every freaking time. Every single time he speaks words, they're perfectly correct, make sense. He's not lying, he's not making stuff, he's not being deceitful or deceptive. He's telling you like it is, and it's the straight up truth. And how can you like hate that? The only problem is he's going about it the wrong way. So that's the only problem, and that's the only thing that separates him as a villain. Otherwise, he'd have been like, I want to go with him, actually. Like, him. Because he would be a bomb-ass leader if he wasn't, like, so aggressive. But at the end of the day, he's aggressive because of what he went through. Because he didn't have anybody there to anchor him and stabilize him and to make him and mold him into this non-aggressive person. So I was almost brought to tears because I really wanted to hate this villain, because he's a villain. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hate villains. But at the end of the day, I'm like, no. I just find myself wanting him to just like, in my heart, I'm just like begging him, just like accept that you're wrong, like figure out a way to like come to like a calm, nice resolution. I really wanted him at the end to be happy. Oh, if I haven't mentioned this already, there's spoilers in this. It's all spoilers because this is a discussion, so spoilers. But at the end of it, I wanted him to be happy. I really wanted to get that for him. I wanted him to be happy. I wanted him to get his good life, get something that he really deserves, because he deserves it. This is his birthright, for goodness sake. He deserves it. So I just wanted him to be happy, but he can't get that, and he can't be happy, and he can't get fulfillment he needs the way he's going about it. And it's just like can somebody make him realize that he could possibly have it all, but the way he's going about it is so wrong. I mean, he gets results, but so wrong. Just come over to the good side and be happy. But like I said, it's really hard to have a villain that the audience wants to hate. Like, not love to hate, but wants to hate, but can't, because it's just so freaking good. It was like, no matter what he did at that point, after knowing his story and where he's coming from and the things that he's been through and what he has gone through to get to where he's at right now, you're like, damn, that shit is messed up. Like, yeah, it was just like sad, because I mean, nothing that was done to him was done on purpose, but it was just like they made wrong decisions, and then it's just like a domino effect and a ripple effect, butterfly effect, whatever effect you want to call it. It's just like messed everything up, and it's like, oh, it's so sad. Like, how can they fix this? Like, fix it. Like, you just like want it to be fixed, but you know it's like probably not gonna happen, but you really want it to be. So I ended up just loving him. But that suit reveal though, it's just like, I loved it. I love that suit reveal when he did the and the yellow and the black. Oh my god, that was like, oh, I love the two, like, Black Panther good versus evil face off clash thing. I know it's been done before, but I still like them. But at the core of everything is really just the emotions that it evokes that makes it such a good movie. You're feeling all like love and hate, and like you wanted to just like have this resolution that you know is not gonna happen, and this like a whirlwind of emotion. Is just like, damn, if it can get that out of me, then it's a good movie. I didn't expect so much. I didn't expect anything at all from him, and he gave so much and more, and it was like mind-blowing. Because the crazy part is the things that he is saying, they're all true. It's like you're used to villains lying and stealing and killing and just being downright dirty dogs, and he is a killer. He does steal, but he doesn't lie. Maybe he does, but not in a lot of instances. He is telling us truth and he's speaking facts, and it's just like, damn, this shit is kind of deep. Like, his thought process is deep, and yes, he's troubled because of his past and what he's been through, but everything he's like, everything he says is just so deep, and you're like, damn, I'm thinking about my life now. But like I said, the only thing that made it obvious that he was an antagonist was because he was, so angry and aggressive. Like, but his motivations of wanting to help the people that are lesser than himself, wanting to just take his people from the dumps or wherever and lift them up and share the wealth and the power with them, is not necessarily a thing that is bad. And you see Nakia wanting to do that same thing too, and she's talking to Chaka and reasoning with him like, this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to helping other people, because this is what, like, even outside of the fake comic book world, fake world of this Wakanda, whatever, that's what you're supposed to do in real life. You're supposed to help other people. The right thing to do. That's why we donate to people. That's why we help. We do the charities and whatnot. Because if we can make somebody's lives better, then we should at least try. And that's what Nakia is trying to tell T'Chaka. And that's what Killmonger is trying to tell everybody in Wakanda, like, we can help. You're the richest state in this world or whatever. You have the best, most valuable metal on the face of the earth. You have technological advancement beyond reach. You can heal people. That's like nothing that this metal they have, titanium, whatever it is, that there's nothing that they can't do. They literally can heal people that's been shot and have no scar in hours. They could help so much people, and they choose not to because they don't want to lose their wealth or want other people to come in and take it away from them. They're sort of playing that sort of like I'm not sure, like almost like a victim kind of role. I'm not sure, like, we're weaker than you are because you're gonna have the ability to take it away from us, but they're actually stronger than them beyond measure, and they can protect themselves and they can protect other people and they can help and not have to worry about it because they have so many resources. So it's just like, he is absolutely right. He is right. He's just going about it in the craziest way. The lines that he delivers are so well thought out and powerful. It's just like, what? There are literally some lines that when they said it, I looked around the theater like, they can say that? Like, they can say that? I don't know. So this is what he said in the art exhibit. I looked it up and got it on my phone, so I'm gonna look at it right now. So this is what Killmonger said when the lady in the art exhibit said that she couldn't sell it to him or whatever. He said, "How do you think your ancestors got these? Do you think they paid a fair price? Or did they take it like they took everything else?" And then I was looking around the theaters like, I didn't say it. I don't say nothing. I was thinking it, but I don't say nothing. It's true though. Like, what you want me to say? Like, when it's one of those first moments where you expect the villainy to just villain, and then villain starts talking, like spitting out pure truth, and you're like, I don't know how to feel about this right now. Like, I kind of like him. I'm conflicted now. I don't know what to do about my life. I don't know what to do with my feelings, because straight up truth right now. Like, truth. I'm sorry. Not ignoring it. And at the edge of the cliff, when, you know, he has a knife in his chest, and okay, I'm cool. And Black Panther brought him up to see the sunset as he takes his last dying breath. And Black Panther's like, yo, we can still heal you. And then he's like, no, I'm gonna go out on my own terms. That's how he lived his life. He's like, no, like, what use is that? And he said this amazing quote. I'm gonna read it right now because I have it. It's like, bury me in the ocean with my ancestors who jumped from the ship, because they knew death was better than bondage. And I was like, no, damn son. I'm like, damn. Like, did anybody else want to cry at that moment? I'm like, that's what they did. Damn son. It really makes you think about stuff. You're like, oh, now I get it. Now I understand. They're trying to escape, yeah, I knew that much. And they died, but they knew they were gonna die if they jumped in the damn ocean. They just didn't want to be in bondage. It's made you start thinking like, yes, we learned it in history class. Yes, we were told this, but we were never told it in that way. I never understood it in that way. Like, they knew they didn't want to be shackled in chains and locked up. They wanted to be free, one way or the other. And it was just like one of those moments is like, I don't know how to feel right now, because at that point I'm like, I'm so sad because I don't even want him to die. I'm just like, and then I understand why he doesn't want to be healed, but I'm like, just please, for me, just like not do it, because I want to see you again. And it's just like I really hope that he comes back somehow, some way. Like, I don't know how. Resurrect him. It's happened before. It's just like, I might want to see his story. I mean, pretty much my story in a nutshell, but it's like, he could probably turn into somebody good and do good things, because he was spitting truth. Like, Killmonger's story is so sad and so heartbreaking, just because nothing that happened to him was a fault of his own. It was so unfair, but the repercussions were so great and affected him greatly, and therefore affected everybody else. But that's enough about Killmonger. We're moving on.
Is this your king? This ends today. Get tickets now.